Next that is chronic kidney disease. So what are the different synonyms for this chronic kidney disease? It means chronic, first that is chronic kidney disease, then chronic renal disease, then end stage renal disease, then end stage kidney disease, or the chronic kidney injury, or the chronic renal injury. These are the different synonyms for this chronic kidney disease or the chronic renal disease. What are these? Chronic kidney disease or the chronic renal disease, then end stage renal disease or the end stage kidney disease, or the chronic kidney injury or the chronic renal injury. What is this? It is a progressive and reversible kidney injury, and kidney is not functioning properly and the kidney functions are doesn't recovered. When kidney function is too poor, then too poor to sustain life, it become end stage kidney disease or the end stage renal disease. It is a progressive irreversible deterioration in the renal function in which the body's ability to maintain the metabolic and fluid electrolyte balance fails to result in a uremia or the azotemia. Yes, what happen in this? It means what? In this there is the kidney is not functioning properly or it poor functioning. Due to this, what will happen? Body is unable to maintain the metabolic and fluid electrolyte balance, and due to this imbalance, what will happen? It fails, resulting in a uremia or the azotemia. Then etiology and risk factors. First that is morphologic and etiologic. In morphologic, first that is glomerular disease. In that glomerulonephritis, then basement membrane disease, and third Goodwasser disease. Then second, in tubular disease, chronic hyperkalemia, then second, chronic potassium depletion, and third, heavy metal poisoning. Then next, vascular disease of the kidney, in that ischemic diseases of the kidney. Then second, bilateral renal artery stenosis, then nephrosclerosis, and next, hyperparathyroidism. In urinary tract disease, obstructive uropathy. Then inherited or genetic condition, hypoplastic, in that first hypoplastic kidney, then second polycystic and medullary cystic kidney, then next diabetic nephropathy, and last sarcoidosis. It means inflammation of multiple organs, inflammation of multiple organs, or the liver failure or the heart failure. I am repeating. In morphologic, first that is glomerular disease, then second tubular disease, third vascular disease of the kidney, then next urinary tract disease, and last inherited or the genetic condition. In that first glomerular disease, in that first glomerulonephritis, then basement membrane disease, and last that is Goodwasser disease. Then second, in tubular disease, first one chronic hyperkalemia, second chronic potassium depletion, and third heavy metal poisoning. The next, in vascular disease of the kidney, in that first ischemic disease of the kidney, then second bilateral renal artery stenosis, the next nephrosclerosis, then hyperparathyroidism. In urinary tract disease, first that is obstructive uropathy, and then last in inherited of the genetic condition, in that first hypoplastic kidney, then second polycystic or the medullary cystic kidney, then next diabetic neuropathy, and last sarcoidosis. It means inflammation of multiple organs, or the liver failure or the heart failure. Then in etiology, first that is infection, second systemic vascular disease, then metabolic renal disease, and connective tissue disease. In infection, that is pyelonephritis, then TB, then systemic vascular disease, in that intrarenal renovascular hypertension, then second extrarenal renovascular hypertension, then metabolic renal disease, gout, diabetic nephropathy and amyloidosis, then connective tissue diseases, progressive systemic sclerosis. It is a systemic connective tissue disease which leads to collagen accumulation in the kidney. There is accumulation of collagen in the kidney. Then polyarteritis, that is vasculitis, arteries damaged, or the what is it? That is damage of artery or the swollen. So it means swelling. Then classification. Here we can see stage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we can differentiate stage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as per the glomerular filtration rate, whether it is or how much it is glomerular filtration rate. Then second, that is pathophysiology. Yes, tissue injury, what will happen? Decline the renal functions, and due to this decline in renal function, there is accumulation of end product of protein metabolism, and due to this accumulation there is uremia. Then there are different consequences of decreased renal functions. In that first, retention of sodium and water edema, that is CHF and the hypertension. Then decreased GFR, that is glomerular filtration rate, that is stimulation of renin angiotensin axis, and increased aldosterone secretion, that is increased BP. Then next, kidney inability to excrete hydrogen ions and produce ammonia and conserve bicarbonate metabolic acidosis. Then decreased GFR, that is glomerular filtration rate. Then different clinical manifestation of this symptom in GI. The first that is related to GI, that is anorexia, nausea, vomiting, then ulcer, hemorrhage, metallic taste in mouth, constipation, stomatitis and diarrhea. Stomatitis and diarrhea. Yes, related to GI, anorexia, then nausea, vomiting, ulcer, hemorrhage, then constipation, stomatitis, then diarrhea, and last metallic test in mouth. Then for CVS, for related to cardiovascular system, first that is ECG changes, hypertension, pericarditis, TIS, it means inflammation, then pericardial tamponade, then cardiomyopathy, it means CHF, then or it is one of the cause of CHF. Then peripheral edema and heart failure. Then urinary, related to urinary system, anuria, oliguria, proteinuria, hematuria, and dilated straw like urine. Then related to respiratory, pulmonary edema, shortness of breathing, depressed cough reflex, and crackles. Then here these are the symptoms which are related to neurology: fatigue, sleep disorders, headache. Here we can see the symptoms which are related to neurology or the neurologic disorders. Then increased skin turgor, yellow grey pallor, dry skin, pruritus, then soft tissue, then calcification and uremic frost. then muscle weakness, bone pain, pathologic fracture, then decreased fertility, then anemia, increased bleeding tendency, then personality and behavioral changes, and alteration in congestive process. Then next, that is for diagnostic evaluation of the for diagnosis. First, that is renal function test, then ABG and creatinine clearance test. Then medical management, the detection and treatment of reversible causes of renal failure. Then second, dietary regulation, and third, correction of anemia, acidosis, hyperkalemia, and fluid retention. Then renal replacement therapy treatment, or the in that dialysis of the renal transplantation. Then causes of, here also the causes of this renal failure: diabetes, hypertension, obstructed urine flow, then kidney diseases, kidney artery stenosis, then certain toxins, for example carbon tetrachloride, then fetal developmental problems, then systemic lupus erythematosus, then malaria and yellow fever, then some medications, for example NSAID, then abuse illegal substances overuse, that for example cocaine, then injury. Then what are the risk factors for this renal failure? Diabetes mellitus, then hypertension, cardiovascular diseases, obesity, age and race, then acute kidney failure, then malignancy, autoimmune diseases, then nephrotoxic like NSAIDs, then kidney stone. Then what are the different complications for this? Fluid retention, then second hyperkalemia, then next cardiovascular disease, the next weak bones and increased risk bone fractures, then anemia, decreased sex drive, erectile dysfunction or the reduced fertility, then damage to your central nervous system, then decreased immune response, then irreversible damage to your kidney, that is end stage kidney disease. Then pharmacological therapy or the treatment, use of antihypertensive drug and use of cardiovascular agent, then anti-seizure agent, erythropoietin, then use of antidiuretics, then use of antacids. I am repeating here: use of antihypertensive, then use of cardiovascular agent, then anti-seizure agents, then erythropoietin, then use of antidiuretics, then use of antacids. For example, the hyperphosphatemia and hypokalemia are treated with aluminum based antacids. Here we can see the different class of drug which are dependent upon renal functions or the independent of renal functions. For example, antihypertensive drug atenolol, which is dependent on renal function, and independent of renal function carvedilol, metoprolol, propranolol. Here we can see the different class of drug which are dependent upon renal functions or the independent of renal functions. Then here see the treatment in severe case. If it is very severe, then it causes dialysis, then it requires dialysis or the renal transplant. So these are the different synonyms. In treatment, there is, in severe cases, if it is very severe, then there is need of dialysis or the renal transplantation. So this is all about your chronic renal failure or the chronic kidney failure or the end stage renal failure or the end stage kidney failure or the chronic kidney injury or the chronic renal injury. These are the different synonyms or the different names for this chronic renal failure. I am telling repeatedly. These are the different synonyms for this chronic renal failure.